all look so eager and happy. I can't wait to remember if this is the dream or the dream. The show's about to begin. Hope you've got a nice seat and a tasty meat. Food. What's up, youths? It's me, your Zune guide, and I hope you're all ready to hear about the hottest innovations in digital music, listening, personal media. This hat doesn't fit me. It's way too small. Way too small. Hi, I'm Chris, Vangelis on the internet. I've not streamed for a bit because I was out, but I'm back. However, did you all know that you will never again see me in my 30s? That last time, that was actually the final time. He's gone. Who's all in here? Hi there, PT, Philip Faubion, Flame405, Logos Minor, Chris Muse, Alan Weaver, Zero, Fuzzy Bunny Man, Daigo Souza, Aaron Axsmith, Mozotron. What do you mean pre-echo? I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what could be causing that. Anyway, we'll see if it continues. I wonder if the desktop audio's piping something in. I'll just turn that to infinity decibels. PT, you can get podcasts on your Zune as long as you tap your Zune to one of your friends' Zunes to get their recommendations. Yeah, everyone forgets about the Zune till they remember. I wonder what the echo could be. I just plugged this thing back in. Let's check the settings. Let's see if it thinks that there's a second microphone or something funny. No, it's just the one microphone. Desktop audio speakers. Let's see if there's something funny in the volume mixer with the microphone. I hope that you all had a lovely August, by the way. Let's say I had nice moments. Let's say I had some nice moments. Chris Muse not hearing an echo. Oh, Aaron had the stream open a second time. That will cause an echo, because that means you'll have two different instances of the same audio coming in at slightly different intervals. But yeah, I was out in BC caretakering for my mom in her literal, slightly earlier than expected opening days than weeks of her outpatient treatment. So I wasn't able to stream because I was somewhere between a Holiday Inn and a cancer lodge the whole time, other than the first day and the last day, and I was too tired to do anything then. Voggist, we're talking Voggist. I gotta make the graphic, but I can say there's gonna be a Repro Labels, Toy Hacks. They do more than labels now. Toy Hacks code for September. It's gonna be back to Scandalous. No H. I'm keeping it simple for y'all. I'm taking a hit to my own artistic integrity for the sake of your linguistic simplicity. Keeping it imperial. Van Stereo, I wish. Steverio. Mosatron is sparing with Transformers in July, so as one would. I went insane in August. D. Yeah, I got some stuff. I didn't do anything wild birthday-wise necessarily. I did things kind of wild just when I had the chance. Lots of, let's call them small coping mechanisms mixed with purchasing things for myself. Hey there, Lana Joe 87. Hey there, Easem 93. Welcome. The stream has only just begun. We got a opening device for boxes. Not for a Transformers box, obviously. We don't need a knife for that. Not anymore. But when I got back, there were... Hi there, Ark. Thank you. There were... I should say, it's not actually my birthday today. However, because it is my legal right, it is simply going to be my birthday year for the next 13 months. So, we're just going to celebrate whenever, however, whyever. Because, as I said, it is my legal right. I have checked, and if you want to challenge that, it is going to have an opening, let's call it, not diagnostic fee, human diagnostics. What's that thing doctors do when they, they run a diagnostic on your flesh body? Anyway, one of those. $8,000 if you want to launch your initial inquiry. USD. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sam? Thanks for the, Hey, listen, it's gonna be happy months. It's gonna be happy, days, weeks, months. 13 months! What's up, new Sam? Oh, hey there, Madhar75. I caught ya. Anyway, I got home from my long journey back to find 2 packages sitting in front of my door. Not on my door, that'd be weird. In front of my door. They were both Amazon ones. I don't know what they are. In the Discord, someone had asked for my wishlist link. So I suspect that may be related to one of them, possibly both. I don't know. It could also just be a box of straws. But I decided to just sit on them for like 3.5 days and stream opening them because... oh, what did I just push? Nothing. I have just not been very functional this week, so this is how we're gonna get back to it. Picky Peeves, dinosaurs. Oh dear. Hey, listen, dinosaurs are just cool. They're just a cool birthday thing. What if it was the year of the dinosaur? What if we added something to the celebratories? Anyway, what else did I have to talk about? I need to take a sip. It's been literally 28 days since I last streamed. So, according to streamer knowledge, that means I no longer remember how to. What's this? Someone wants to send me a message. I don't know what this is. No, Aaron, I've always been about dinosaur old. Most of you just didn't realize it, because, you know, I got a decent one of these things. It still works. Sideswipe Prime, what's up? Piggy Peas, Alien Isolation. I could not play that game. I get too much anxiety watching other people play it. It's a very well-made game for anxiety induction. But yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna open one of these up right now. Why not? Why not? I'm gonna move. I gotta move the Zune hat. I feel really bad about that, but it's in the way. So this is one of the mysterious boxes sitting on my front door. It had my name on it, so hopefully it's for me. Let's see. I have a feature for this. There we are. Alien Isolation works for exposure therapy. I dig it. What's up, Super Smash Gamer? Welcome, welcome. It's Friday night. Nothing wrong can happen on a Friday night. I heard Gundam Breaker 4 is pretty cool. Keep your... Oh, okay, so this is a... Don't open this. Okay. This is a gift from somebody. I don't know who. Ethan Caught, hello. Someone drew all over it, blocked my personal information. I know, right? Who possibly could have done that? I don't know. Alan Weaver, if you were in the US and it was addressed to you, even if you didn't order it, it would be considered a gift and be yours. Interesting. That seems dangerous to a degree. Anyway. It's been more, I think it's been more than 3 weeks. It's been 28 days. Last stream, if I read my last thumbnail right, was on August 2nd. Maybe it was a week. Was it a week after that? Maybe it was August 9th. Yeah, it could have been 4 weeks. It could have been I don't know anymore. Anyway, there's a card on here. I'll just take a look. Let's see. Oh! Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so this is from, I don't know which name to use. Let's say, I don't know which name to use, but, thank you. I'm, like, really shy about, like, just saying people's names that aren't in the text chat. Because I you know, I don't want to, like, put someone out there immediately. But, thank you to... I've said their name on podcasts. Thank you to, Inhuman Elm. Podcast, question submitter on WTF and TFW multiple times. Oh, what's up, War Cabot? Hi there. Ugh, this Amazon drawstring is actually stronger than my human body. Wild. Yeah, I wanna put it out there, like, I love getting stuff in the mail, and I know that YouTube folks generally are supposed to be more loud about it. I just don't know how. Someone was saying, like, what's have you got a throne? And I'm like, I know throne is a thing people do. I just don't have one. But I'm very much like I prefer to err on the side of anonymity unless someone either tells me beforehand or, like, literally in the text chat goes like, "Oh, it's me." Otherwise, I feel a little bit bad about it. Also, I can't remember if I saw you in the text chat. Now I'm having a moment. Wait, let's see. Let's see. Did I see you in here? I don't think I saw you in here, because I'm... Yeah, I saw other names with your name letters in them. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. Also, yeah, I want an actual... I don't know what the throne thing is, other than I see, like, people on the internet use it, but I would like an actual throne. I think that that's, like, fair and equitable. Oh, you're repacking the storage closet. Ooh, bug ya. Okay, if I don't remember to bug you, bug me on, You poked me on Blue Sky, right? I feel like we talked about Diaclone on there. I'm, like, having, like, such, like... The last few weeks have been, like, a very weird experience. I know I'm, like, drawing out taking a thing out of a bag, but, like, it was really weird. I'm happy to say that right now my mom is feeling better because she was able to convince the folks to switch a few things up something that really wasn't working for her while I was there. And so far it seems like it's working. So, hey. Yeah, on Blue Sky Weird. Yeah. If I forget, then, and you also don't, if I forget but you don't forget, then poke me on there. Playmore 5, I've gotten Studio Series TF1 Optimus, and I love him. Yeah, good robot mode. Cybertronian Beast. Why am I using that? I know who you, I defaulted to username, so that's your name now. I'm sorry, Daryl. Cybertronian Beast. What's up? I had experience with Derek JY. Yeah, there's video evidence of that buried in my BotCon vlogs. Yeah, New Sam, I was hoping we could cross paths, but it was so weird and hard. Like, I think the best chance we had was at A3U, but I was only able to make it there, like, in that little span of time. Anyway, I'm gonna pull out of the bag now. What is it? It's jammed in the bag. I think... Oh, here we go. Less packaging, more smiles. This product shipped in its original bag to reduce This product shipped in its original bag to reduce packaging. What I can see what this is. This isn't its original bag. Also, it came in a box. So, I don't know what you're trying to tell me here, Amazon. Oh, Face! Yeah, there's also another Sam. There's Mainland Sam. Mainland Sam was part of Capital City Comic Con crew. Anyway, I can see what this is. Thank you so much, Inhuman Elm. Because, yeah, this is the Year of the Dragon, Crimson Flame, who's a retool of a toy I actually really like. I think I gave one of the most glowing reviews of the era to... I like him a lot, and now I forgot his name. But the zombie version's even cooler. Anyway, the deluxe dragon who turns into literally a dragon knight. Very good toy. This one's missing the wings that made me love that one, but also I just like the figure. I can get over that. Yeah, Beardbot Drago. This one's got like the beard, the cool hat. Hang on, I gotta... Steelbane, that's who it was. I have a review up for Steelbane. I think I have a review up for Skeletron. I think. Anyway, I like that figure. I'm a fan of Steelbane and Skeletron. And I know lots of people in the era were not. Also, I can open this box because it doesn't have a window. So, I can still do my due diligence and we can see what this looks like inside. What's this? Okay, it's just one of these. I keep worrying they're like gonna slip, like, by the way, it was Docs who sent this to you, like inside the... It was sealed with tape. Why would... Yeah, we got branded tissue. We got double brand... No double branded tissue. They did put this in a thing that, like, it looks like this was gonna have a window someday. Skeletron does need to come back. Good name, good toy, good patina. You could get Skeletrons for like $10 in Canada at one point, I think. They were first edition Prime Bumblebeeing that toy for a little bit. What's the clarity on it? Oh, this is, I appreciate what they're going for, but yellow background with yellow highlights is already kind of muddy, especially with red ink. It's just kind of it's a visual mush in person, and it looks a little bit mushy on the camera. Sorry, I always have to throw a bit of feedback to whoever it is that does the instructions design. My eyes. What's up, V-Rider? Opinions on Tarn. Tarn's alright. Tarn, you know, has strong beliefs, and in the marketplace of ideas, attempts to act upon them. Any thoughts on the Studio Trigger TF project? It said PV in one of the pieces of... Or no, the one promo video, and the tweet it was attached to. I'm pretty sure I saw PV, so I do want to put everyone's expectations to realism. It's probably just going to be like a short thing, like, you know, 5 minutes. It's probably going to be cool, but I don't think it's a series, because I thought I saw PV. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Concept series Megatron's instructions are borderline illegible. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of illegibility in the... What is this? Oh, he comes with this. I forgot. He comes with like a cool little stand thing. I'm gonna make a judgment call that this goes like that. If I'm wrong, so be it. Let history decide. Ism, that is correct. Gridman also started as a 5-minute short, so it could go places. I'm just hype about like anyone new getting to animate Transformers. That's always exciting to me. Transformers still always has like this very unique kineticism that I don't think you get anywhere else. You do get kineticism elsewhere, but Transformers always has like just this real specific little like zazz factor that I don't always catch elsewhere. Other things have their own zazz factors. Sorry, I just don't want to lose any of these. I had a moment when I was opening my Jada Toys M. Bison while I was out west. I carefully put all the plastic things into the tray, and then I bumped the tray with my foot and knocked it over and flipped all the little plastic things onto the carpet, and then I went to bed. Because I was like, nope. This is not going to be solved today. I'm going to sleep. Jada Toys M. Bison, by the way. Kick-ass toy. I know it goes without saying for anyone who's touched a Jada Toy Street Fighter figure, but, like, I didn't realize M. Bison was still the same price point. I assumed he'd be, like, you know, $10 more. I mean, I'm kind of, like, he was more than what I paid for Chun-Li, and than what I paid for the one I found at Walmart the other day, but, you know, that's collectible store versus Walmart. I expect there's going to be a little bit of difference. And it wasn't, like, a massive difference. Yeah, Sam, the Jada figures, they're better than any Hasbro 6-inch I've messed with. I picked up 2 classified toys out of sheer depression while I was out west. I don't dislike them, but then I got M. Bison, and I messed with them, and I was like, wow, just strictly better than Hasbro 6-inch. Holy crap, okay. I hope the Jada folks are hearing all of this feedback. I'm sure they are. But, like, just categorically better. Like, not even the capes is sick, but, like, just the base body feels better. I didn't know that, Crimson Flame came with so much stuff, by the way. So I'm a little not taken aback. I'm processing, you know? Air Neroth. This is a citrus robot. It's actually a very nice, deep, tasty, kind of tangy orange. The instructions are going to hurt, though. I'm going to show you them. Flashbang alert. Oh! Anyway, I should keep these open to see what the bits are supposed to do. Okay, I'm supposed to put things on them. That's good to know. Wait, how are... Oh, they're on a little rod. Okay, so those go like that. And I gotta put, what, the dragon head on here? I said I gotta put the dragon head on here. Let's go put the dragon head on here. Oh, easy as pie. Oh yeah, Cabot, the Dreadnoks look great. I'm very particular with G.I. Joe things. And I mostly just stick to Cobra Commander and Destro as a rule. But then they had Big Boa and Jinx at the tiny GameStop near the hospital area, and I was extremely down. So I was like, I'm gonna buy 2 toys to feel better. It was them or it was Gamer Edition Starscream, and I thought, well, Gamer Starscream, I'll be able to catch a Regret one eventually, because, you know, that toy's got discourse about it. I want it, but if I can get someone's Regret copy loose someday, I think I'll feel better. And I don't dislike those classifieds, but I was like, I think I bought these because I'm depressed. Flame 5, the Javelin Cascade Yuri is still being written, but it is in progress. Excellent. We like industriousness. How's the hand feel compared to Steelbane? Oh boy, I don't remember what Steelbane felt like. But Steelbane had big soft plastic wings that I liked, but they were, you know, big 2014 soft plastic wings. He does not. He just has dragon legs. Basics-wise, the hand feel seems pretty solid. There's still some soft bits, but, you know, they're more obvious. So I can roll that back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Gives him some knee range. He's got a tail on his ankle. I mean, who doesn't? Oh, right. Steelbane, I had to do all that work on the ball joints. No, this one feels great. These shoulders feel, like, grindy good. Hips feel pretty solid. Nothing feels loose. I remember that now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't dislike Classified. I just was, you know, again, I was kind of, I was like, yeah, these are probably still the best 6-inch toys Hasbro has made. That's how I felt after I opened up Destro and Cobra Commander way back. But then, like, I messed with Bison, and I was like, wow, none of his joints have the weird gummy ratchet feel. That's, like, my least favorite thing about Hasbro 6-inch, is, like, that gummy ratchet feel. And then M. Bison is just, like, something a Tuesday, I don't have that. And I'm like, alright, you got me, I guess. It's also wild, because Jada, like, yeah, once Jada enters the chat, also, once Jada, known for making painted die-cast cars and statues, just low-key going, like, by the way, turns out we're also excellent at making action figures, by the way. Just saying, Like, I still haven't messed with their Mega Men, and I know their Mega Men are good. I know very well from lots of people's feedback. Oh, this is all one weapon. Oh, dear. Okay. So is this supposed to snap in? No way. Yeah, no. Crimson Flame's just gonna, like, big-ass stick he can hit you with, and then just, like, spit fire on you after you're falling down. That's good. That's top. I like it. Yeah, I've heard, like, people who don't even care about action figures, but just care about Mega Man are like, someone finally heard us. Someone just made good Mega Man. Thank you so much for the good Mega Man. Am I going to go in on their Cyberpunk figures? I don't know. I think Street Fighter's really going to be the one. Ages 3 and up had their Chester the Cheetah, and I didn't go for it because I was like, I like what they're doing, but I think I got to keep it under control. It's like buying all of Street Fighter 2 is already going to be a lot of figures. I don't like Chester the Cheetah enough to want an action figure of Chester the Cheetah. So I'm leaving that one to the true fans. Custom peg, by the way, for this hilt slot. There's instructions on how to, like, fill everything up on the stand, so I'm just following those. Because I think it's neat when Transformers get a Soul of Chogokin stand. Also, different weapon mode. Okay, so you can stick this thing here. Pop this one onto here. The Steelbane Classic is also happening again. The grippiness of this, like, waffle fork is valiant, but I think I need to go in there with some varnish. Unless it's just, like, mold release that has to, I don't know, seep in a little bit. Ezim, I think Cyberpunk is going to be my Street Fighter 2, if that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Like, I would say, unless, you know, you're very well off, if a company is making a lot of licensed lines, like, pick one. Don't go too wild. I'm kind of happy, in a way, I haven't seen any Mega Men yet outside of a dealer room, because I know I'd have trouble resisting those, and I kind of want to just do Street Fighter, but also I want Mega Man 2, because that was my Mega Man, so maybe, I don't know. And yeah, I will say I don't think that the the D-Arts or the Kotobukiya kit Mega Men have been like bad. There've been decent Mega Man toys, but these are good and affordable domestic Mega Men. Like you don't have to order like a set of 3-inch ones, whatever they were called, 3-inchal, not 3-inchal. That's a different line, but also that one. But the Bandai candy toy ones. You don't have to order in a D-Arts. You don't have to order in a kit to build. It's just like this is a thing you can find on a toy shelf. I think that stands for a lot. Oh, Cabin, I have moved beyond pledge. I am now a proponent of hobby grade gloss varnish and other varnishes as the thickener of choice. I still have to make that video. Things keep happening, don't they? The soft details in here, these might grind themselves out. These feel really like rubber butter good in the elbow. I'm just gonna transform this guy once. I want to run him through his things. Because also I haven't messed with Skeletron or Steelbane in literal years. So hey, maybe I hate them now. Unlikely, but. I don't want to. I'm recognizing names who I know have heard me rant about the benefits of varnish, so I don't want to like, go on and on all over again. One of these days, I gotta make the video. I've had everything in place for ages, and then just like stuff happens. It's kind of messed up. Like, why does stuff happen when like I have a YouTube video I want to make? I mean, seems like kind of poor planning on their part, the devs. Oh right, he does this. I forgot this is the Skeletron Steelbane special. Did I kick the right one up? Yeah, I did, right? The one thing I'd like these instructions to not do when the images are this tiny is to start doing these, like, are they flipping it 90 degrees on me or not? I can't tell. Anyway, that's the tail. That's the tail. Alright, then we gotta do this stuff. Oh, I yanked his head off. I believe it's just like this stuff. JT Elm, it's you! Yeah, I didn't know which name to use, so I said the TFW one. But it had Elm in it, so it still makes sense. But yes, thank you so much. There were 2 Amazon packages in front of my door when I got back from all my travels, and I decided to scribble out all the information and just sit on them until I decided to stream. Because I got that YouTuber brain. And it's a little bit more fun. But no, thank you so much. This is one of the ones I'd been eyeballing for so long because I remembered really liking the toys it was based on. Oh, this swivels too. Okay. Super Smash Gamer, I think Legacy Tarn, if you like the alt mode, he's probably a little bit more fun of a figure, and maybe easier to get because he's getting a packaging refresh. I don't remember if Studio Series 86 Grimlock is getting one right now, because he's got a different version coming out instead. The first release of Grimlock was a little bit janky in the hand feel, but I've heard every version since has felt way better. So I would assume if there's another, or if another run on him did happen, maybe it did, because I feel like I heard someone at some point say, oh, it feels as good as the Shattered Glass version. How does this plug in then?
What am I aiming at? Oh, I see. I think. Oh, I see. I see. There it is. That's a cool way to change this up without just having, like, a void where the wings were. So yeah, Year of the Dragon, baby. Oh yeah, I do still like this. The long tabard here, I think, sticks out a bit more than the old knightly one, but whatever. The Godzilla Cross Transformers, Synergenex. Is it Synergenic? No, it had another syllable. Synergenex. Was it just Synergenex? No. It had something else. Does anyone, I don't want to look it up. I got my hands full. It had another syllable. Because I remember saying to myself, oh, Synergenics. But then I was like, no, wait, it's like Synergenenenix or something. Oh, it is. Okay, no, it is Synergenics. Okay. Oh, right, because I originally thought it said Synergex, and I was like, dang. Slick. Yeah, Synergenex Transformers Cross Godzilla. Like, they're not really, like, you know, doing anything for me. But I think there's some interesting stuff about them. I don't think anyone went into that project going like, dang, how can we do this as low effort as possible? I don't think that really... That doesn't really exist in a lot of creative-oriented industries, of which I'm going to include toy making. And I very much doubt there was any, like, intent of, like, how do we make this as uninspired as possible? I think they were dealing with just, like, some really wretched license confines. But there's some interesting stuff. Brentosaur had a really cool take on, like, how Optimus Prime as Kiryu is, like, a really, really... Not a deep cut, but it's a niche cut that makes sense. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And also, that Megatron is using, like, the unused sludge pre-tool head, and now that head gets to exist. And I think that's neat. I'm always a fan of, like, heads getting to exist. The part where they're both wearing, like, logo t-shirts, I think is just kind of funny. I think that instead of being frustrated about that, I think that's where we gotta go. Hey, flex that head cannon. I don't know, otherwise it's like, yeah, you can also just be mad about it. I don't know. I'm not your mom. Do what you gotta. I gotta mount this guy's accessories on this in a brand new way. I'm not actually gonna, like, spend money on either of them because they're doing nothing for me, but it's a no judgment, you know. Also, literally no one's gonna judge you if you like them and you buy them. There is literally nobody on planet Earth that's worth your time or money who's gonna be like, I noticed you purchased the Synergenex Transformers Cross Godzilla pieces. Huh. I will just point you out to the community. Look who purchased it. Like, no one cares. If someone purports to care, then, like, they're just trying to pick a fight. So, like, you know, stick their head in a toilet. Where is this sticking into? Genuinely, where is this sticking into? Oh, I forgot. Is there a foldable thing on here? That I missed? No, that's just how the piece is tabbed in. The sludge head, like... I think it looks kind of like Megatron. It looks like Megatron the same way Rebirth Convoy / Reverse Megatron looks like a Convoy or a Megatron to me. Did I not, like, flip a chest around or something? I'm so confused what's going on. Anyway, it's saying to stick this in here. I don't know what they're sticking it into here. There's no hole there. Oh, it's the bottom of his foot! That just looks... Okay, well, you know, the instructions said to do it. Nothing looks as smooth as a dragon with this hanging off the bottom of its foot. Anyway, this is a very cool toy. Thank you so much, JT Elm, for sending this. I appreciate that a lot. Now it's a key blast, I guess. So... Okay, now it's a key blast. Thoughts on Leader Thundertron? Is there one? Or do you mean like that box set? He's holding a lantern. Man, what a really interesting way to, like, make a dragon hold a lantern. Like, it's clever just to use the 5mm port in the bottom of the dragon hand. It really comes across like it's hanging beneath Crimson Flame as he's flying around and celebrating. It's a really clever idea. Well, the box set is labeled as a leader in the computer systems. That's weird. It's neat. I think it's okay. I'd like to pick one up. It would be nice if I didn't have to pay full price for it. But it looks neat. I like the 3 toys that are in it. So I'm going to keep this out here. Because I'm going to recycle this box after I take filmings of it. Mosatron's crazy how I went from I only want Lockdown and Cannonball to I'm a Ferrac and Thundertron away from owning all the exclusive capsule. It's how it happens sometimes. I have one other box from Amazon, which I'm going to knife open. Let me get this into position here. This is a tall one. It's a tall boy. I agree, Fuzzy, I almost said Fuzzy Buzzyman. Excuse me. Fuzzy Bunnyman. I agree, we do need more dragons in Transformers. They put a lot of dragons in the mid-2010s. They just never came back. Like, yeah, Surcat, Skeletron, Steelbane, the Prime Dragons. What is this? Oh, here we go. Oh! Dang, Sideswipe Prime, I think this is from you. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I think this is from you. Amazon, once again, attempting to dox my viewers. We got some Seahawk! I don't know which one it is. Once upon a time, I was all like, oh, great, I got Trogen Seahawk. And then I realized they're all called Trogen Seahawk. But yeah, the Sideswipe Prime, they doxed you. They straight up doxed you on the gift slip. not your info, but your name. That is why you hold those off screen. So I don't know which one this is. I'm gonna find out. Thank you so much. You know, there's a lot of Seahawk floating around. This really could be anything. Open this away from both of us. I'm gonna do the tip. New Sam, Trogen Seahawk. That'd make a good shirt. Damn, you're right. Just like a white or black shirt with impact font. Just like Trogen Seahawk. All right, let's see the Seahawk. Oh, it's the bugs. It's the one I. Okay, thank you so much. This is the one I was kind of hype about because I never bought any of the Legacy Insecticons because I didn't think they looked good, and I was like, I'm gonna finally make a decision, and I'm not gonna get them if they're not exciting to me. And then I was like, these are kind of more exciting. These would be kind of cool. Thank you so much. I'm gonna crack this open. This is another box I can crack open. And then film later. Oh, thank you so much. That's really kind. Oh, look at him. And I also got Wrecker Malleus Minotaurus, which I'm excited about. I know a lot of people are like, what is this? A lot of people gotta grow some taste! Yeah, I gotta track down the 4-pack with, Wow, because yeah, we're getting Venom next year. It's Chop Shop, it's Barrage, the other one, and, and Venom. Ransack! I gotta track down that 4-pack with Ransack someday. I missed it. But I know there's lots of it. Yeah, them silver lady hammers. Look, like, Hasbro went all back and forth on the Bull. So, I would prefer... I like to just default to the hammers being, female. Because that was the original intent! That's what the Wizards people told us. This is, like, also, like, nice finish cardboard with the white side. I wonder if this was meant to be artwork at some point. And then just wasn't. I doubt we'll ever know. Alright, let's go clippy. Or can I skip that on this guy? Can't get these arms free. Vicky Peeves, in this house, we support hammer lesbians. Yes. Oh yeah, the Soulless Prime angle. I forgot about that. I didn't realize that was... Yeah, you can't really see it. That little blue smudge. In real life, it's actually a fairly crisp little tampograph. That's kind of cool. What minis are... They've been in the background for a while. It's mostly board game stuff from the Hellboy board game. Yeah, Mosatron, I was also going to say, these guys, the deluxe Insecticons outside of Venom, have been impactful in my experiences with the Transformers trading card game. Especially Chop Shop. That's why I was a little bit hype about this, because I'm like, yeah, I'm a bit of a Chop Shop convert now, because, you know, the Chop Shops are such irritating little bastards in the TCG, and I love using them. Oh, JLT Production, thank you very much. Have a good sleep. Get thine necessary rest, so'st thou can produce whatever it is that thou produces. But thank you, that's very kind. Alright, little guys hanging around. This also means... if I go by, like, existing toys, I can have, like, the little Legend-size Insecticons as the black and purple ones, and then the deluxes are all physically larger. Well, thank you very much, D. Rice Raid. That's very kind. Hey. I also like Rid 2015 Chop Shop. Oh, Cabot, I use these because they're around. My hobby nippers are, like, in my hobby toolbox, and it's too far away. So I just go with them because they're here. I'm a fan of trying to not use clips on the plastic bits, if possible, because it's very annoying to, like, have to pick them up. But, you know, you can only do so much. Oh, right, there's a left and a right on this. Okay, these are different. I remember this discourse from whenever the original, whenever the shrapnel came out. I gotta stick some legs on this guy, too. Extremely palm plastic legs. They got that nylon. Rid 2015 was, yeah, it was indeed. Well, 2015 was just 4 years ago, so it's all, it's all fine. That's been one of the things that actually made me a lot calmer before my mom got leukemia. About my birthday being the next decade. Is this new? Sorry, this is like a new piece. I think that's a new piece. Anyway, the thing that had me really calm was I was like, man, where did the time go? And then I was like, right, I was robbed of a third of a decade. As was everyone. Everyone lost time. So it's fine. And then I felt better about it. Yeah, and like, for the hammer, too. That's, like, sick. So you can, like, actually smash down... Wait. Oh, wait a second. No. So it doesn't go together. So you either use this one or this one. So you can have, like, the little, you know, the little donk or the big dank. Like, bip, bonk. Yeah, Rid 2015 Metasaur third-party effort. Please. Never gonna happen, but please. I say never gonna happen just because it makes it easier, right? I feel it makes it easier for all of us if I just go, like, no, but, you know, they're never gonna make it. But it sure would be cool, because then if someone somehow actually makes it, it'll be even cooler. It'll be down with the sickness or whatever. So is this Siege era, or is this, like, Energon weapon? I can't remember when the Insecticons came out. In which line? Is this Evo Fusion? Is this Evo Fusion? Here? Friggin' Bite of 87 reaction tone. Whoa! The good figures commonly found at TFCon sadly does, well, not sadly, I guess, kind of excitingly, does vary from year to year. It's always going to be, like, the best thing you can find is if it's something you missed that you're looking for that someone else doesn't want anymore, and you catch it on a deal, and then that's my favorite feeling of victory, whenever that can happen. We got some Evo Fusion hype. Always happy to see it. It's gonna take Malleus Minotaurus and get her into walk around and glare mode. Like the Rid 2015 Stunticons are, I think they're just impossible enough to be possible, much like Shatter and Dropkick from Bumblebee. You know, just impossible enough that someone can make a slightly compromised toy that does all the things and makes you go like, hot damn. Yeah, in this house, we not only love, we respect lesbian minotaurs. Sorry, minotaurs. Brian, what's up? Alright, I'm gonna put this instruction sheet to one side for a sec, because this is a deluxe and a half that I never even messed with. I'm just gonna see if I can figure it out. That's right, Slayer Shoop. We got, quote, Red metal wife, why not angry car men? Is the world not already full enough with angry car men? I meditate upon that. Get the red one out and make them kiss. Oh, I'd have to do so much excavation to get the red one out right now. That's gotta be like an implied. We know it's gonna happen. We don't have to watch. We don't. Every now and then we gotta take a moment and go like, listen. We gotta give them their time, right? They're gonna get nervous if we're standing there like staring at them like, you kissing? You kissing? You know? Do you think Studio Series TF1 Elite will be a remold of Studio Series Bumblebee RC? I don't know. I feel like whenever she happens, it's going to be so many years removed. There will be a different toy who is a female character to mimic. No, I choose to think that Transformers female characters will have, like, you know, a moment beyond the strange era of, we made one, now she's the next three. I choose optimism. Someone's like, you choose optimism. You choose to die. Scorpex 7, what up? Just messing with, you know, a 7-star. It's getting weird making TCG jokes as time goes on. So eventually people are just like, what the hell are you talking about? I thought you don't do star ratings, you friggin' sellout hack. What do you... Like, I know I'm mostly there, I just feel like I'm missing something important. It's like The Seekers, but sexist. In fairness, that was the reaction when the TCG was getting official support. True, but that was also a bunch of people who just don't know a good thing when they got it. Someday when there's an exit poll, people are like, what made you not play the Transformers TCG? It was Vangelis constantly aggressively screaming at me. Hey, Transformers TCG former designer Drew Naliska, what drove you to crypto gaming? It's all those podcasts with Evangelist guys. I don't know, rewired me a little bit. I got the tabs to lock. They actually locked in. It worked. I'm guessing you just stick the guns wherever. Well, I was gonna say, I forgot where I said this now. Picky Peeves, talking about Skybound Comics having ads for Renegade games. Somewhere on Discord, I can't remember, I think it was in the Discord, the question was raised of, like, you know, is it kind of spooky, like, how aggressively they're pushing early screenings of Transformers 1? And I was kind of, like, you know, there's multiple answers, it's a nuancy question, but, like, I think somewhere amidst all of it is the fact, if you think about it, that this is what could be seen in a sort of corporate, cynical way as, like, a jumping-on point for Transformers, where you've got brand new movie, new cartoon series. I know it's supposed to possibly be linked to Earthspark, but as far as, like, any average Joe person, Cyberworld, new cartoon, Transformers 1, new movie, Skybound, new comics, Renegade games, board games, and tabletop. Never been a better time to remember the Transformers. I feel like that might be part of the motivation, which is, like, not bad. But there's a lot of Transformers going on, and I think that's kind of neat, just in general. By the way, the deck building game, pretty good game in my opinion. I know I've said that before, but now that it's in, like, probably at least one version of a completed state, I quite like it. It's my bag. Folding the hands away. Yeah, the movie's playing in September. You get the word out in the summer. The kids are going to be like, I'm back to school, but I want to see some... I want to witness the adventure of the Transformers. And then, like, the parents are like, oh, well, let me tell you. I heard on my internet. There's got to be a better way to mount these, because they literally don't work on those little pegs. So do they have, like, a funny, fancy place to go? I want to see. They literally don't. It's literally do the thing I did that I thought was just sort of a funny bit. Okay. They're like, no, make the Evo Fusion pistol and stick it on the top of the bug. Stop aiming for the sky. You are an adult now, yes, and yes, you can take yourself to the movie. Going to the movies on your own it's in its own way kind of fun. If you like movie food. Theater food's overpriced and not good for you and unsatisfying, but if it's a guilty pleasure, though, it still can be a pretty good time. Me and my butter in the middle, please. Oh, happy pre-birthday. Yeah, I also kind of figured the early screenings to a degree were like people who, because I mean, it sounds like they've been going well. So I assume that there was also a degree of like, we gotta make the money monster Inhumans at the top know that our movie's good. So we'll get a bunch of early screenings out there because we know it's good. And then, hey, everything works out. Anyway, thank you so much, Sideswipe Prime. This rules. You know, they're running away from, you know, getting their asses kicked. I do have, like, a low-key goal to, as a popcorn enjoyer, I somehow want to divorce popcorn and movies. Not in a violent way or a way that hurts them, either of them. But it bums me out that popcorn is sort of a brain derogatory term when it comes to movies. Like, oh, popcorn flick. And I'm kind of like, why are we doing popcorn and flicks both dirty like that? I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's just one of my low-key missions I was thinking about the other day. Bonk, bonk, bonk! Oh, that's fun. I dare say I don't... Picky Peeves, I don't know that -1 is what I would necessarily call a theater date movie, unless you already have an existing connection. It feels like one that would be so meditative afterwards. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not really a big, like, let's go to a movie kind of guy, because you can't talk to each other during a movie, and there's, well, you can at home, but in a theater, you technically can in a theater, but then you're part of the problem. And pretzel bites, hell yeah. I believe in this discourse we had, pretzels came up, and I was like, yeah, pretzels, legit. Anyway, that was my my mail opening. I actually started this stream for a different reason, so let's get to that before we hit midnight. Because oh, I gotta move some bugs out of the way here. Hang on, you. Come and crawl over here for a second. The dragon, you come over and hang out on top of this. Let's manifest the end of a saga. Alright, we did it. Where'd that come from? Inside my body. It's sticky. Yeah, Cypher, I feel like Warriors must have at least been on a short list. If not, like, 26, 27, Gen Select type stuff. That's right, we love a sticky dino bird. This is actually easier to just cut the top open because of all the stupid insert stuff. Hang on. Here. In the 1980s, this was considered a dinosaur, and so it is, in certain academic context, still very relevant. I'm going to leave the backdrop in here for my backdrop filming. Otherwise, this is going to get so messy. Where is the manual? There it is. It's a literal flying lizard! Oh, my AdGuard extension has been updated. Thank you. Why did you put that on top of everything going on? Yeah, this is the end of the saga. This is the 5th of the Studio Series 86 Dinobots. A run of toys that only got better with each release for me, because the first run of Grimlock was not great, in my opinion. He had wriggly hand feel. Ugh. I think this is also a GameStop pre-order I had that I'm out $5 on because they called me while I was out west, but then my mom was doing so poorly for a couple days, I kind of just didn't remember to follow up with them. So I believe that I lost either this or something else, and Springer. Springer doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so I'm hopefully can, if I want to pick one up, just pick one up at my leisure. A shout out to the real G1 Strafe over here. Alright, use mug. Yeah, big funny box man. That's been the thing that the Studio Series 86 Dinobots did really hit for me eventually, was being really good at just being like big funny box men. I'm just getting into some original revisionist history. It's weird how they went G1 inaccurate and only gave him one head. Where's the other head? Hang on, this Amazon gift bag is trying to tie itself up in the wheels of my chair? Don't know how that's happening. Richard Reyes, hello! Happy Friday. So we got two swords. One is definitively bigger than the other. I'm guessing the little sword is meant for the littler Dinobot. I wonder if they're going to comment at all in here. They're not, but yeah, they're just like, give them both swords. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. There probably is a bundle in the bottom of this. I do need to take this whole stupid thing out. Or there isn't. Do I have to go on an adventure? Ultra V, thank you very much. Hello. So that's for filming later. Aha! Thought you could escape me. Nobody escapes justice. Comic Grimlock also just says put all 3 swords in his hands in the instructions. That's great. Just maintaining kayfabe. Yeah, Grimlock had 3 swords. What, are you not a true fan? You didn't know that? You don't remember the scene in the 86 movie when the 86 movie when Swoop dual-wielded 2 different length swords? You don't remember the comic book issue when Grimlock did the One Piece thing with 3 swords? Thought you were a true fan? Guess you're a fake fan? Sorry, way back in 2006, 2007 era, constantly asserting that I was the only true fan of Transformers was like a bit that me and some friends were doing on TFW, and I found it really funny. And it always bums me out how that kind of became like some people's actual personalities many years later on the internet, like, you know, YouTube grifters and stuff. Because it's still one of my favorite bits. It's like, I love this is when you know, spitting out, just venomously spitting out fake fan. You know, I think it's really funny. If I get the Legacy United 4-pack, be wary of the QC. The Cliff Jumper dies one, I'm guessing. That's another GameStop pre-order I missed that I lost $5 on because it showed up really early the week before TFCon Toronto, and I was like, sorry, I'd rather lose $5 than spend over 100 right before my convention time. Alan Weaver, that's where Oda got his inspiration for Zorro, was comic book Grimlock. Clearly, yeah, as we all know. Alright, so I remember hearing this. Yeah, transformation joints let you do some kind of cool stuff with Swoop. If you get the one that's like slightly out of view. I think that's neat. That's organic. Wristy swivels. Double knees from the transformation. Take it easy, New Sam. Big funny SS86 ankle tilts. We love them. I should bring in. I got the boss nearby in preparation for this, so let's put him here. It's the jiggly one. It's the jiggly one. I'm over it, but this is one of those times where I was like, this is what I get for being an early adopter. Years of loyalty to the brand. And you do this to me. It's annoying when they move when you're messing with the shoulders, though. Oh, you know. You gotta move with intent. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Well, I've seen the Dinobots all at the same height in, like, other releases and scales. Like the Iron Factory 5-pack, I guess. I don't even know if that counts. I have to do the check to see if he can do some really good stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got it. Well, often you'll get sets of Dinobots where it's like some of them are the same height, then like Grimlock's bigger. Volcanicus almost had it, but then, you know, Grimlock being a torso, it's like Grimlock's bigger. I have opinions on comic book movies. Zack Snyder's opus masterpiece. Subscribe to me. The true way to do it would be to make Swoop a Micromaster and Sludge a Titan. Yeah, Titan class Sludge. Honestly, when. At the Cherry Bomb pop-up at A3U while I was over there, they had one of those, like, near toddler-sized Jurassic Park Brontosauri. And that thing was wild to see. The New Age versions are all radically different sizes. Really? Huh. I kind of assumed that they were all sort of similar size. Don't summon the Snyder fan. The Snyder fan is here! My disguise worked! Monday Adams, thank you for the kind happy birthday. Congrats on your first BBTS purchase. Thoughts on God Bomber and God Jinrai? I think that they look really cool. They look like the payoff I assumed the weirdness of Super Jinrai was heading towards. I don't know when I'm ever gonna. I can't pre-order Masterpiece toys myself. Too much financial insecurity on my end right now. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick them up myself. But they look pretty neat. It's nice seeing a God Bomber who has like physical volume. Yeah, that's nice. Poor God Bomber almost never gets to have physical volume. He's done. I remember for like 1 minute there was like a discourse when this toy finally got revealed where people were like, SS86 Swoop looking kind of basic, and some people were just like, listen. Leave it alone. It's like poor Swoop. Doomed to turn into a box. I feel like there's a moving part here that I'm also not engaging with properly. Aha! There we go. Oh, Monday Adams, congrats. I still haven't got a Legacy Armada Megatron. I keep seeing them when I don't, like, want to spend the money on them. I would like to pick one up, because I still want to get me a Tidal Wave. And I'm going to feel weird if I get Tidal Wave and I don't have, you know, Armada Megatron to stick him on, because, you know, people are always going to be like, well, you can always get Armada Galvatron, and I'm like, no! I want Armada Megatron to stick him on! Oh, nice. Okay, there's tab stuff in there for these stumps. Top of the Dino Head opens for the road. Oh, look at that. Wait, does it open more? Surely. I see moving parts. Or is that? Oh no, it's just a bolted on. Okay. Not the same, Mom. Why not both Megatron and Galvatron? Look. I still gotta find the blue one from the Prime Jet Brothers, who I learned how to transform right. I can't go double dip on some leaders. Quite. Yeah, I'm not. If I could double dip leaders, I'd be pre-ordering Masterpiece G God Jinrai. It's a neat way to lash the head together. I do like that, like, they added this here so you can do this with the dino head. That's fun. Yeah, I gotta get Dreadwing still. I got Skyquake loose, in the very specific physical position of demonstrably this person gave up transforming him, and then I figured out how to transform him right without modifying him, and then felt incredibly strong and powerful, and now I want to get his brother. Armpits pull up to raise the wings. Armpits pull up to raise the wings. Oh, they are on that little... Right. This is the nicer version of that thing I saw on a social media at one point. It's like really hooked in there. And the chest ad's locked together. Oh, that's the noise. I'm seeing the chat just enough seconds behind where I'm like, you're all about to feel extremely satisfied. Okay, does this go back any more? Dreadwing and Skyquake suddenly started showing up in bulk at retail around here for some reason. Dang. If they go on sale, and you can figure out the riddle of how they're supposed to work. Okay, it's just a few millimeters. Alright. So it's just like, for that. The leg curl there feels delightful, I do want to say. Dynamo Dave 2K2 swooping in. Hello. Burnt replicated bird meat. Yeah, I remember I was talking about it just a second ago, and now I'm coming back to it again. I was greatly entertained by, like, this funny little, like, very brief social media fandom discourse about, like, the oversimplicity of swoop, followed by, no, that's just swoop, just let him do that. Don't say anything that could cause this not to come out. Please let them finish this weird set. Oh, the little toes move. Look at that. Wait, what a scientifically accurate dinosaur. I'm just being a troublemaker. A pterodactyl beans. Tuck the neck flap in. Oh. There we go. Now, yeah, now it's a real neck. That's kind of cool. Monday Adams. So I pre-ordered one of those Monster Force figures. It's my first indie company purchase. I'm kind of excited. Does anyone remember their first indie purchase? I'm trying to think if one of my first indie purchases outside of something that would have been Diamond distributed in the 90s might have been Glyos. Glyos might have been, like, my first actual, like, dip on art toys, I think. Claymore 5, I've literally never instigated anyone in my entire life. I've never done a single thing wrong, and I've never suffered the consequences for anything I didn't do. I think it was Glyos, because that was still pre-2010. I think. It was somewhere between Glyos and some Four Horsemen thing like Scarabus. I think beast boxes are still like cusp of indie. They're high, higher grade indie. They have an Amazon store now, but they're kind of doing their own thing still. I like the swoop. I think I do like Snarl a bit more. Snarl's dinosaur, scientifically accurate dinosaur mode is a little bit goofier. But transforming him, I think, has a little bit more going on. But swoop is like immensely satisfying, though. It's not like one is crushing the other for me and my tastes. Also, little boosters there. I'm wondering if that could fit effect parts. I don't have a 3mm one near me, though. Oh, by the way, I am getting dangerously into position to want to mess with more beast boxes. When I was over on the mainland, I did a couple walks to Granville Island, and one time I walked there, I went into the big Caboodles toy building, and there's an import store in there that had a giant statue of the original Beast Box Dio, and had a bunch of Beast Boxes there, and I was like, oh man, this is putting... I didn't buy any, but it was putting the flavor back in my mouth. Yeah, Studio Series 86 Sludge, I would say probably the most interesting thing about him was that he wasn't Grimlock. Cause Grimlock, when this one here came out, Grimlock, I think, was feeling a little bit of a rote design as far as, like, how many times have we seen Grimlocks come out that are based on this Grimlock doing variations of this thing in the last, several years. And then, having a non-Grimlock come out was, kind of exciting, because it wasn't Grimlock. But I think Sludge is, not as interesting. Sorry, I'm thinking of Slug. Sludge was the one who came out afterwards. But I feel like I was less into Sludge than Slug, because Slug was more of a potato. I just heard some thunder. Is it thunder again? Or was that just a car? Cabot, I actually got the 4-monkey combiner loose used at TFCon. Yeah, third party's indie. Third-party Transformers are indie. Regardless of how they present, a lot of them have, the operating capacity of indie companies. Aaronoth, it's thundering and raining quite hard, actually. Ah! Yeah, I heard thunder loud enough through my fan. Mosatron, Ken confirms a member of the GTA, the rain is going crazy outside. Hot damn. I have my curtain drawn right now. Hey, so how do you get this open again? Oh, I'm bracing his feet against my chest. Y'all been there, right? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, the Scorpion has little Diaclone drivers, but what else does? The Infinity Box Red race car combiner also has them, and I'm hoping that they start putting more Diaclone seats and drivers into the Infinity Box stuff. Or Diaclone Oh, Monday Adams, the Mastermind Steam Train stuff was so fun. It's a shame that, they, the boss of Mastermind kind of doesn't want to do them anymore because nobody was buying them. Which is, probably the main reason to not make a thing, I guess, but always bummed me out because I was like, oh, they weren't buying them? What can I do to them to make them buy them? Yeah, I mean, this was... I don't know if it was necessarily consensual for Swoop, but I was definitely like, no, I know you're putting it right here. Super Smash Gamer, Thunderstorm is spread here too. Yeah, we got Canada... Whoa. I don't know if you could hear that, but I could hear that. We've got Canada-wide coverage in here. Who needs the Weather Network when when you've got all of us? Hang on, why can't I get these fists to flip out nice and easily with my human strength? Oh, there we go. That's tight. Oh, Cypher, you have the Classic Cliff, the Fans Project one? That actually is money valuable. Because there's a big story behind that one. That was Fans Project's original release, and it was done in tandem with someone who disallowed them from ever making it again after the first run. So it became this, like, actually monetarily rare third-party thing. Because it's literally one of the very first. And they weren't allowed to make it again. Yeah, just, if it's the Fans Project add-on kit for Cliffjumper, yeah, it's a whole little story behind it. Because when the whole, unofficial transforming robot scene really took off in, like, 2009, and Fans Project was, like, top of the heap, people were like, hey, why don't you guys remake the Cliffjumper kit? And then, like, they would often just be like, oh, they had to give, like, a Hasbro-like answer, like, well, we gotta wait and see what the future may bring. But it was like they actually weren't able to, for various reasons. I don't know if it's still, like, super money valuable, but it's a hard thing to come by. That and maybe the Alternator's Optimus gas can that they did. Yeah, it was a head, gun, and bazooka. I like this swoop. Hot take! I think this swoop is neat. Big hot take incoming. B had one for a while, if I remember right, at Cherry Bomb. Okay, the Alternator's Prime add-ons were not expensive. Thank you, WaveSign. When I was at A3U, I saw the current aftermarket price on Studio Series Sentinel Prime, the fire truck, and I got so sad, because I only ever saw that toy on the shelf once, and I never found it again. And then I saw it this month, but for its 2024 price. And I was like, huh. That's neat. The $4,000 Transformers kimono accessory. Well, number one, thank you for actually referring to it for what it is. I went and Googled the terminology all the fan sites were posting, and I was like, this could have been a really neat, like search engine-driven, simple, neat educational moment to actually, like, paste a little paragraph about what those things are. But I think it looks neat. The price doesn't surprise me when I saw that it's not only A, made to order, but B, so far, if I read correctly, the only place to order it is in person at a Japanese expo that is coming up. And then C, unknown what materials it's made from, and depending how hard they're leaning into, what he turns into, they could make that with very expensive materials. So that's one where we drop the classic Magic the Gathering line. That's simply not for you. Flame War 05. I mean, I just want him. I like that design. I don't really like the leader toy that much. I don't like the old Voyager that much. I was hoping that I could get that as a regret toy for like 20 bucks off someone. So hopefully he gets like a package refresh or something. Or I assume there must be a luxury KO of it somewhere. Yeah, Cabin, it like looks metal, but it could be a paint job. There was an unsubstantiated rumor going around for a minute that it was going to actually have like the really fancy white pine in it. Weird noises for me to be hearing like this high up off the street level. Yeah, Face, I'm sorry I keep bringing that up. I mean, if it helps, I sold SH Fig Arts Kalilin for, like, way less than I should have many, many years ago. There's an oversized KO that breaks easily. Nuts and shucks! I have something I can't show you because it doesn't belong to me. But I... I got to help not help out. I got to, as a paid contractor, be in some educational material somewhere, and I got to see a cut of one of the things, and it's so frigging funny. I will always have it with me, but I can't stream it. It's not mine. So if we ever meet up. Asked me to show it to you. Anyway, that's where Nuts and Shucks comes from. There's a non-zero chance that 9 to 10-year-olds will learn about morphology from me. It's a grammar thing. Yeah, Cabot, the silver bits do look... I think they are gonna be Metal Givens made to order, but I just don't... I want to wait till someone reports on it. I want to wait till someone actually goes to the expo, orders one in person, it gets handmade for them, they get it. I think if they do make them to order with, like, legit materials like metal and, you know, that really white pine wood, I think that could be super cool. Yeah, Picky P's, grammar morphology. So morphology is... Let me get a piece of paper. So morphology, right? I will show you a bootleg version of the lesson. Yeah, Aaron Roth, I agree. It felt like a lot of people just memory hold that watch, because I was like, and especially like given that it was announced saying made to order, I was like, yeah, it's expensive. Like, you know, it's fair to be a little bit like, ugh. But, like, they're making it to order. It's tied to a festival. It's a highly cultural thing. It's like, you know. Anyway. So. So check it out. We got a word. Happy. Alright, but let's say that you got access to a modifying suffix. You know, like, whoa, sick, I got Enos. Wait, I got happy Enos. If this has a built-in modifier to cover the vowel, then morphology will allow me to turn... It'll take my happy and my Enos and turn them into happiness? Whoa! And then, let's say you also have a prefix. Like, I got this prefix, un. Well, I mean, if I stick that onto my happy... Oh no, I'm unhappy. Well, what if I put the Enos on my happy, and when it's got the un, then I have unhappiness? Oh man, not again. Anyway, that's morphology. I didn't realize, right, the bit until I saw the edit over 2 months later. This was not on purpose. And then I was watching the edit and I was like, penis? And I was like, this is... None of us noticed. Oh well. Oh, I didn't look at the captions. Yeah. Snooping as usual. Indeed, it's 2007 era YouTube poop. We're back. We got your Enos. You got your uniness. But what is the uniness? Like funniness? No. Like unhappiness. Oh man! Again? Anyway, that's morphology. That's what I taught to children. Give myself a promotion. I can't do them. I'm not like friggin' Penny Parker. I can't friggin' just like say YouTube poop. I missed... YouTube poop was just after the period where it would have been so formative to me that I would have it like brain locked. Did it say unhad penis? Unhappiness. There, unhappiness. I knew what I was doing this time. We got Uranus. But yeah, I'm gonna post one more video before the end of the month. Not a review, but my second PowerPoint night video is done. I just have to make the thumbnail for it, so I want to put that up before the month turns over, because I think that would be fun. It's gonna ping the Patreon one more time. You got pinged to hell this month, but you know, set your monthly caps. Make sure you set your monthly caps. I check. A lot of you, if not all of you, have, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it's the second one of those Danu Social Club or Social House PowerPoint night things. It's the only other one I have filmed, but because I haven't been to one since, because they haven't held them or I've been out of town. But yeah, it's all good to go. It's pretty fun. It was. What I'll say is it was like 24 hours after Justin Timberlake was arrested. So that's relevant to the sipping game that we were asked to try to put in. Unhad penis. I'm not trying to invent slang, I swear to... Listen, let's just stick to... Okay, too negative, get out of there. Let's just stick to the happiness. There you go. I'm happy that some of you enjoyed the first one. I really liked putting it up, and I knew that it would almost barely get looked at, and that panned out. So I'm prepared for this one to also barely get looked at. But it's the people who do look that matter. Much like... I was trying to rope that in with this whole stupid morphology happiness thing. I'm not going to. It didn't say had penis, did it? Okay. Happiness. Happiness. Happiness? Happiness? It didn't even it didn't recognize the ha. That's insulting. Anyway, that's the next video I'm gonna put up. The next review is Prime Changers Alpha Trion. That's also done, but I was saving it for the next Toy Hacks coupon code. This is gonna ruin the tour. I don't have anything else filmed, but I also I had a 3.0 review sample come in while I was gone, so I'm gonna try to bullishly shove my way into just reviewing MDLX Sideswipe, because that should be simple. It's adapted. The captions are learning. I wish there was some way you could... Because I watched this... I got sent the video, the rough cut, while I was at the Cancer Lodge. No, it was before the Cancer Lodge, in the hotel with my mom. And it got to the part where I was like, happiness! And I was just sitting there like... How did none of us clock that was happening? Or did I clock it in the moment and just roll with it anyway and then forget? I don't know. Also, there's a whole bit where I would like... You know, it was supposed to be an unboxing, so I was amping my influencer up to 500%, and then there were moments of, like, silence where I was staring at the camera, and I would laugh, but I would pace it like, you know, This is a prefix. Ha! 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 And then the editor, like, just held the silence and closed the shot in on my face when that happened. It was so good. Oh, we're talking about Skynet now. I can't get that. No, that might actually activate the... Anyway. Hopefully, we shot a bunch of things, but the morphology unboxing was the main goofiest one, and I'm really glad that's the one I got to see first. I hope the others get edited too, and I hope I get to see them because I don't remember anything I did. Because it's part of the improv brain. I don't really remember things after they're done because I kind of chuck them out. What in the Titus son of Jecht Lamau? Thought it was the 29th. I don't know what that's in regards to anymore. Bun Yeast, thoughts on the upcoming Studio Trigger Transformers animation. I'm excited. I mentioned this earlier. The promo tweet and video somewhere in there said PV. It's only going to be like 5 minutes long tops. It's going to be a short little thing. So, like, set expectations. That's also how they went on to do the Gridman thing. So, you know, still set expectations. But I think it's just going to be like a neat, action-y, wild little, like, 3 to 5 minute thing. Skynet Day was the 29th. Oh. Today's the Bell Riots. Not here. Remember... You remember what? You remember back when? Remember, like, crossing the year 2005 was wild. Actually, wait, one of you might not remember that. But you remember when crossing the Back to the Future 2 year was like that moment of realizing pop culture was too old? That was kind of fun. We still have a couple more months for the Irish reunification. True. Yeah, can't hear the riots over the thunder. I'm gonna switch back to face cam because I'm gonna start winding down. Yeah, I started this one late. I had some set goals. We accomplished them, and I gotta cook dinner still. It is the year 2005. 19 years ago. In the fandom, we had a lot of fun on New Year's Eve 2005, and then, like, 2006 happened, and we were like, wait, it's over? Transformers the movie doesn't make sense. It's dated now? Oh, no. Acan Lord, I remember 2005 being a chaotic year for me. It's the year I graduated high school and started being miserable working night shift. Yeah, I mean, I graduated high school a few years before then, but I was in a weird mental place leaving high school, going into UVic, and then realizing I hated computer science. The aughts were like, yeah, they were odd. I don't like thinking about them too much in terms of myself, because even though it's a stupid thing to say, I still feel like I wasted a lot of them. You don't waste years, that just doesn't exist. Every year that you're alive, you have spent it living. No matter what you're doing, that is accrued life. It still matters. Picky Peas, I graduated high school in 2020. I win. You say that now. 4 years of high school grads graduated after you. Yeah. Actually, that's a messed up year to graduate high school. My condolences. I still remember my mom talking about the new university students who graduated high school and went straight to UVic, were joining the fencing club in 2020, and how, like, non-derogatory, how messed up they were by that whole thing. Ethan Cott, I live a crud life, but it's mine, is my new mantra. Kinda yeah, though, because it is yours. I think that, you know, nothing, like, sets people apart necessarily, right? But, like, something that can, like, really separate the ideal of fulfillment from the acceptance of monotony is like, if you recognize the uniqueness of your own existence and that you have hopes and dreams. I think that like is a really important thing. Monday Adams, I turned 30 this year. Aging no longer scares me until I turn 39. Well, let me tell you, I just turned 40 several days ago. It's even easier. Every time that they built up in pop culture that you're gonna die when you turn 20, then you're gonna die when you turn 30, and you're gonna die when you turn 40, and they make a whole ass movie about how you're gonna turn into a nothing when you turn 40. It's all lies. Akan Lord, I now miss high school because I now recognize how little was actually expected. I mean, that's a legit feeling. But remember how limiting that was, too. That's an important thing to recall. Cypher stares in nearly all-white beard. For real. Biggie Peeves, there's a very good movie that won a lot of Oscars about that very subject with a monotonous life. Yes. Everyone should see Perfect Days. It's such a good movie. Ark, wait, I'm only 40 as of 6 days... No, well, okay, just now, 6 days ago. You thought I was 32. Thank you, I get that a lot. I've actually got that through my 20s. I got that through my... I just, it's how you carry yourself. Flame405, I wish I might have the money to start my transition. I mean, it's I guess kind of a trite thing to say, but it's never too late. That's something that I feel has been really solidified and concreted as much as possible, at least culturally. Albeit, with the trials and tribulations of wherever it is you do happen to live. I am a big supporter of the notion that it's never too late. Great Bloodywood lyric, you can get back up if you're still alive. Very helpful lyric, I think. Oh. Yeah, we're talking... Yeah, V-Writer, we're talking about Perfect Days. The Joker, I don't think, carries an uplifting life message, is the way I would word that phrase. I think it's a completely okay movie. I saw it on TV with my mom a couple months ago. It's almost like a frustratingly completely okay movie, because then I just think about all the discourse, and I'm like, wow. Unwarranted. Flame405, yeah, I mean, all my condolences and support. There is a brighter future ahead, always. Even if it, kind of sucks getting there. I always have to remind myself that. Akan Lord, it took me forever to actually realize I'm a 3D modeler. Took me till I was nearly 30 to realize I like working with media, and that I'm actually, It took me until my late 30s to realize I'm actually pretty good at project management and dealing with people. In a team setting. This camera doesn't matter anymore. I can hit it as much as I want. In a hierarchy setting, I'm terrible because I believe in matrix organizations and I simply treat all settings like that. That's why I didn't last very long working at a movie theater concession. Piggy Peas, my dad tried to turn into a whole thing about me being an extremist that kind of ruined it on top of the movie just because... Oh, Joker? Yeah, I was talking to my friend Jacob about that. We hung out a bit the day I was in Victoria before I flew back. Because he happened to be out in Victoria at the same time. And, it's the movie, Joker, is, fine. There's bits of it I like. There's bits of it I think are really grating. I think the script kind of sucks in a lot of places. And I think it's a testament to Joaquin Phoenix's ability as an actor to carry some truly kludge-ass lines. It's got some really solid aesthetic, some really, moments of tone. The director is irritating as friggin' if a mosquito had a megahorn and lived inside your ear every weekend. The score was great, too. I was annoyed how much I ended up thinking the movie was fine because I find the director so frigging irritating. But I got, you don't got my support if it's yes, it's a masterpiece. No, It can be a masterpiece to you. It's just I would never be able to, with a straight face, follow that side of the discourse. But no, like I'd like to see the sequel. I don't want to pay to like see it in the theater, really, but I'd like to catch it, like, you know, on streaming or TV. I saw this one on TV. Commercial breaks kind of helped, actually. Yeah, Picky Peeves, I saw a lot of things the director said about this new one. Dude has I said this to Jacob. The dude has, it's not a chip on his shoulder, but like being famous for The Hangover, it put an asteroid into his shoulder that he's never going to be able to remove or acknowledge is there, is the way that I feel about that guy. Like, I think he just has a thing about being the Hangover guy, and I don't think he's going to get over it anytime soon. It's... yeah, masterpiece scale. It's masterpiece alike. But yeah, the guy said, like, you know, this movie isn't a musical. It's just a movie where characters sing their dialogue sometimes in full. Like, he basically said the definition of musical. It's like his whole thing about Joker is, we're not making a comic book movie. And it's like, okay, sure. You could just say, yeah, I'm going for more of a drama using, like, some of the source material as a creative basis. But, like, the whole, like, we're making something a little bit more than a comic book movie. It's kind of like, okay, bro. Get over it. Your movie does have the line from the talk show segment that is so kludgy, I always misremember it as being worse than it actually is. When our society can't look after a dangerous loner with a mental health problem and a medication, or whatever that line is, where it's like, thank goodness, like, an actor was able to make something out of it, because, like, you look at that line as a line of text, and it's like, there's a way to workshop this, but this is the final edit. This is what the actor's saying. This is no, you can't. That's impossible. The Harley Quinn thing is like, I'm kind of over it, because I'm like, whatever, you know, like, make the character your own. He said it in the worst way possible. He said it in the very, like, I'm making Joker. I think comic books are garbage kind of way, where it's like, well, then why don't you just make a movie that isn't called Joker that's the same movie? I don't know. The best part is when he said it's Jokering time. I haven't seen Alien Romulus yet myself either. I'd kind of like to. I don't know if I'm going to catch in theaters. I got to research a part from my own edification as a member of the industry, ostensibly. Face Forward was telling me a bit about it, and so I got to research a bit about a part. But I've heard decent enough things, and it looks like it's pretty decent. I just don't know if I need to, like, see it in a theater, you know? Like, I still kind of make that judgment call sometimes because it's expensive. Costs money. I don't know. Yeah, Flame 405, when Joker got announced and all that discourse from the director started happening, I kind of had that opinion. I was like, I don't really see why you didn't just make this movie and call it, like, Gesture or something. Like, like, I mean, I kind of see why, because marketing-wise, it's, you know, it's good and etc. But, like, it felt like you don't really want to make this, but you're making a good something. You're actually making a decent movie called Joker if you liked it, the stuff that you're ostensibly licensing. But yeah, it's weird. Like I said, that director, I think, just has, like, a colossal Grand Canyon in his shoulder over being the Hangover guy. And it's like that thing, you know, where it's like, damn, it's so annoying that you seem to be mildly talented. Well, the Red Snarl, I feel like people remember the movie for all kinds of stuff that is, like, unimportant to the movie, though. You know, people remember the discourse. They remember, You know, I remember the dialogue from that talk show scene. Anyway, I don't want to dog on it too much, because I actually did end up kind of enjoying it. I just thought it was... I was like, yeah, I liked it, and it was too long, and I... It didn't justify its use of length, necessarily, but the score was very... Everything the movie did that I didn't like was bolstered and supported by the score and the actors, and, in fact, the director's directorial ability. So it made what could have been a worse movie better, and it made it watchable and kind of fun for me. I also saw earlier Monday Adam saying Deadpool Wolverine was good. I enjoyed that one too. That one was like all the stuff I liked about No Way Home, but like a little bit more heartfelt, oddly enough. What's your favorite Pinocchio adaptation of the 2020s so far? Yeah, it's weird. We got a bunch of those. I'm trying to resist going on my thing that I do like every other stream where I talk about like the notion of personal context and the use of varying depth levels of film criticism and how they actually enhance the process as long as you stop yourself before it goes too far. But I do that like every other stream, so I'm going to try to resist that. I'm trying to think, did I see anything else neat, though? Because when we were in the hotel, we had the Crave channel running like all the time as white noise to help my mom sleep. So I caught bits and pieces of things. There was like a really bad tornado movie where the tornado, it was like from '06, and the tornado, they kept giving it a lion roar sound effect to try to make it almost anthropomorphic, and it was really stupid, and I was laughing a lot. Oh, Picky Peas, no, I thought you were talking about Perfect Days. Everything Everywhere All at Once also does like fall into that oeuvre, but I was very much thinking of Perfect Days. You know, like finding value in simplicity and stuff. Finding value in what one could regard as mundane or even bad. But oh yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once is, you know, it touches on tones as well. Perfect Days is like, it's I think probably actually my favorite movie this year. I even had, my mom got a t-shirt, it's under some stuff right now, but my mom got a t-shirt even. She got one for her and one for me because my brother had one. So we all have a Perfect Days t-shirt. Southwest Prime, thank you again for the bugs. I appreciate it. Fuzzy Bunny Man, you know the movie I'm talking about? Where, like, there's a literal tornado, but the movie's like, I'm a journalist and my parents were killed by a tornado, and then I had a kid and I'm a single mom, and now my old flame who's a weatherman is in town, and it turns out that my kid is his kid, but she's gone missing because a guy with weird hair took her to his house, and he might be a nihilist. And the tornado keeps going roar every time it shows up. I'm happy someone is sticking up for... Like, I'm probably not going to watch Borderlands for a long time, if ever. I just didn't have any interest. But I'm always happy when a movie that takes a brutal kicking has, like, at least the one person who's like, I had fun. Yeah, Picky P, sometimes I feel like I'm the only person who didn't see Twisters. Oh, I did see bits of movies. Like, I saw the back half of Across the Spider-Verse, the second one. Artisanal piece. That's a friggin' well put together piece. I'm glad that they're gonna be able to take however many years they want to make the third one. It's a bummer that we found out that the, you know, top guy kind of is a doofus, but it seems like that put the production back in the hands of all the artists in whom's hands it already kind of was anyway. So it was nice to see the you know, the back end of it again. I did see the start of a Hallmark movie called, it was a My Big Fat, but then it was like My Big Fat Family Christmas, and it was like a whole lot of Asian actors, but it had all that. It was a Hallmark production, and it had all the Hallmark vibe that like I can only stomach for about like 10 minutes. And they shoot all of them in friggin' Victoria. And whenever a movie becomes like the kick toy, there's always a period where I kind of go like, I in fact doubt the movie was that bad, because, I mean, it's all my opinion, but 9 times out of 10 I'm right. It just happened to be a pop culturally recognizable thing that wasn't very good, and so it was like, it's time to sink teeth. And it's like, y'all never watched an Asylum movie from start to finish. That actually really sucks. Like, you hear about Asylum movies, and you're like, ho, the Asylum. Then you try to watch one. And, like, the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and the back 15 minutes are kind of funny. The middle 60 to 90 minutes are so boring. It's such a waste of time. Like, this is 10 years ago. Maybe Asylum movies got better. What a weird thing to say. Because, like, there's movies where I'm just like, I just don't really want to watch them all the way through. Because, like, there's bits that are look kind of funny, but from all the discourse, I'll kind of take in, like, I don't think I'm going to really enjoy that. So I'm going to watch something else. But, like for FNAF, I mostly wanted to see, like, the Henson production work. And I wanted to see the ending. So I watched both on YouTube. And I was like, I think I've seen enough of this to satisfy me. But some of the bits I was hoping would be aesthetically pretty cool actually were aesthetically pretty cool. Are Sharknado's Asylum productions, though? I can't remember. Because, like, I don't recall if the Asylum actually did some of the weaponized animal weather movies, or if they were just always, like, a parallel production house. Because I'm thinking of stuff like the knockoff Indiana Jones, the knockoff other thing that I can't remember anymore, the knockoff John Carpenter? Not John Carpenter, the guy on Mars. Yeah, some of them were sci-fi. Because Snakes on a Plane wasn't the Asylum, right? Because Snakes on a Plane, like, kind of sucks. It kind of blows, but, like, it has, like, a certain meatiness to it that you don't find in an Asylum piece. The Martian, yes, they're not the Martione. No, what's the one? The pulp thing where it's the Aryan man goes to Mars and saves woman and everyone loves him because he's got pecs or whatever. That's really deconstructive. I'm being unnecessarily mean. It's the one that Disney put out and it was like perfectly fine, but they didn't market it. And then like there's an Asylum. John Carter! Right, not John Carpenter. John Carpenter's a real human. I thought there was an Asylum John Carter that I saw, or at least like a John Carter adjacent thing that they were able to do. Yeah, Snakes on a Plane had money behind it. That's like, I remember when it came out, and I had like that's when we still had A&B sound over on the island, so you could get DVDs that were new still for like $10-15. So I was like, I'm gonna buy Snakes on a Plane and watch it. And I did, and I was like, you know, I don't hate that I did this. So I own a copy of Snakes on a Plane on DVD. Yeah, John Carter Hero, it was a pulp book series, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Snakes on a Plane had like one of the good PG-13 dubs, too. Yeah. I was actually just selling my friend Jacob on Altered Carbon. I want to talk about a series that, like, I love. Is it like, technically, perhaps bad at times? Sure, but it rules! If you've never watched Altered Carbon, 2 seasons and an anime on Netflix. Worth it. Season 1 starts a bit slow. It's a little bit boring. Season 1 suddenly becomes Metal Gear. and I mean that mostly just in tone, as my capsuled way to describe the production transition that suddenly happens to Altered Carbon Season 1. It just turns into Metal Gear, and then it's really fun. Season 2, not as good as Season 1, but I still thought it was really good, in context, you know? Oh yeah, Asylum did a Snakes on a something that I never watched because I knew it was going to suck and it was going to be boring. That's the thing with Asylum, is it's not that they suck, it's that they're really boring movies most of the time. Like a genuine waste of your time, because it's just boring. I keep slapping this webcam, so I'm just going to move it. Yeah, Snakes on a Train actually does sound right. The Asylum Top Gun got a theatrical... Oh, wait, that sounds really familiar. Saying that phrase out loud. I try not to think about Top Gun or Asylum that much. But that does sound really familiar. I'm a Top Gun hater. I mean, like, I'm an avowed Tom Cruise hater. But I've legitimately never understood the enamoration of Top Gun. I'm gonna make up a word, I guess. Enamoration. I don't want to. I'm not a yum yucker. You know, I'm not a fart pusher, shoving them back up your butt because I don't want to smell them, kind of thing. That's a metaphor, right? I just don't like Tom Cruise, and I don't like Top Gun. And when like new Top Gun was making waves, I was just like, I don't get this. I had friends, Canadian friends, going like, "You want to go see Top Gun?" I'm like, "No." Sometimes I'm that friend where I'm literally like, I don't want to go see that movie, but I'd like to hang out with you after you see it, because I'd like to hang out with you. I just don't want to predicate it on seeing that movie. Like, I've straight up at times offered, like, maybe it comes off like a bit, but like, it's serious. I'm like, I'll meet you afterwards to get a meal. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to pay to see it. Like, whenever discourse movies happen, like friggin' Morbius, or Madam Web, or Top Gun. It's the height thing. For me, it's a bunch of things. The height's actually not it. I don't... I mean, whatever. I'm an average height person. I don't hate on people based on height. I think height's cool. It's just a thing. I just don't like Tom Cruise as a person. He bothers me a lot. When I finally saw Tropic Thunder, there was a moment when I got mad because I realized Tom Cruise was in it. And my mood changed sharply for a full minute. Oh, Flame Warrior 5, I'm basically like somewhere between 5'9", 5'10". That's not short! Who says that's short? They're nuts! 5'9" short? I get, like, if you talk to a bunch of 6'7" people, I guess, but like 5'9", 5'10", absolutely average. Yeah, no hatred on Tropic Thunder. It's just like I wish Tom Cruise wasn't in it because I got really angry. I felt like someone spiked me with Tom Cruise. Your ex thinks that's short. I mean, I don't know them, but speaking from a place of authority and eldership in the fandom, when I say I know better, 5'9" ain't short. 5'5". Okay, like, again, I don't know her. I'm not gonna make any judgments. That's not my place. It's just like that line of bullet points means that you should not take that remark to heart. Like, if someone says I'm short, then I don't care. It's just I've never in my entire life heard someone with a serious face who could be taken seriously go like 5'9". Oompa Loompas? You know, like, I've never in my life. Aken Lord, did you ever see the Top Gun Transformer? I own it. I have Maverick. In my headcanon, he's the himbo sports influencer secretary for the science office of Gigawatt and Ectotron. Alan Weaver, there's nothing wrong with being 5'5". We gotta do something. I know this comes up in other streams here and there I've seen. It hasn't come up here before. I'm just gonna say this, alright? Who do I gotta friggin' jump on like a Goomba to start to solve this whole thing of like people going like, I don't know, I think you're short, as like a genuine regarder of character and work. Like, who do I gotta friggin' pop with a Mega Buster? Who do I gotta chuck a blue painted electric hedgehog at that's on fire with rings or whatever? Like, I'm not trying to like attain social points here or anything. It's just like height stuff when it isn't a bit or an observation always annoys me, because I'm like, it doesn't matter. We invented step ladders. We invented crouching. So it doesn't matter. I assume we invented crouching at least. I don't know if we stole it from somebody. Army of Bees, here to bring some of the truth. All due respect, though, to our pocket-sized friends who are watching. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta take a sip. I've been yelling about height so much that my throat is dry. Also, dang, I got condensation from my ice cubes. Just gotta soak that up. Oh God. Just gotta finish soaking this up, then I will address what I just saw. Quote, Monday Adams, we invented step ladders because we never knew our real ladders. I'm gonna have to, like, work hard to not steal that unattributed. I'm gonna have to do legitimate work to not just put that in the brain vault as, like, what a funny thing I thought of. That's a good one. My thief brain, the dark side of my psyche. I must fight it. Army of Bees, did you hear about the thermometer that was short? It was pretty fair in height. Sorry, that was hard to get out. Monday Adams, I can't remember who I stole it from. You can, in fact, have it. Oh, excellent. Always winning. Happy birthday to me. When my mom was really, really out of it and, like, suffering the most in the hotel room, actually, she was physically suffering more, I think, in the lodge because of some medication stuff, but she was, like, having some bad brain in the hotel. I Googled up an article of the 50 best knock-knock jokes, and I would occasionally just, like, say one, because I was like, I'm just gonna do this until until I can get, like, a good solid, like, shut up! And occasionally I would get one, and I'd go, like, I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm a good person. Let me pull that site up. I still have the tab open. Ah, yeah, here we go. Knock knock. Who's there? Canoe. Canoe who? Canoe come out now? Knock, knock. Who's there? Needle. Needle who? Needle little help opening the door! Knock, knock. Who's there? Dozen. Dozen who? Doesn't anyone want to let me in? Please clap. What are we saying over here? Picky Peas, my favorite one is Dragon. Dragon who? Dragon, this sled is slowing me down! Monday Adams, you gotta get someone with the, you know the difference between toilet paper and curtains, and when they go no, you be like, so it was, you know, I can't use that, because I have that saved on my Instagram. I saved that clip. I saw that, and I was laughing so hard at 2 in the morning lying in bed. I have that one saved. I have that one saved. I showed that to my mom, and she was like, I don't understand! And I was like, it plays really well back in Ontario. Anyway, I should set up the the audio here. Remember 52 minutes ago, roundabouts, when I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna wind down. I was wondering if this would still happen. We're back, baby. Like we never left. My mom has come to fear whenever I'm like, I got some Instagram videos to show you, because it'll be like for 20 minutes, and like half of them are just like, he got hit in the nuts. She's just like, I want to go make a cup of tea. My legs stopped working though. I saw this reel this morning that, good night, Aaron Oroth. Saw a reel this morning, turned my whole mood around, is Skeletor yelling about the pre-order bonus for the new WoW expansion. What's my Instagram algorithm like? Oh man. Right now it's got a lot of the you know, the nostalgic Chinese convenience store thing. That friggin' little jerk Iron Egg uses slingshot to make the girl drop her bottle of water before she can even have a sip, but grandma gave her 10 cents to go buy another one, but then she bought snails.
Good morning, happy Tuesday.
It's this one again.
Okay, we're out of what? Good morning, happy Tuesday. Whoa. Okay, we're out of what?
That's what the reels greets me with. Alan Weaver, a pirate walks into a bar with a ship's wheel down their pants. The bartender looks at him and goes, do you know you have a ship's wheel down your pants? And the pirate goes, oh, it drives me nuts! My Insta reels sometimes just, oh, it's great. It knows me sometimes. Sometimes it just misses for like 10 minutes, but then when it hits, and sometimes it hits right away, it's just save after save after save after save. It's my stuff. lots of... I always look up, and I check the comments to see, like, did he die? But if he didn't, and he's okay... Sometimes it's just like... This dude tries to do parkour and then just hits, like, 14 jagged pixels. Both trying to jump over and then on the way down. It just makes this really sad noise. And I'm like, as long as he's not dead and he can get up and he's fine... It's kind of funny. One of my classics was the one with the water, the hot tub water jet shooting the guy in the face, and he's like, it's a beautiful noise. And with that beautiful noise, we've got the music started. A little bit too loud. Now, there we go. Thank you all for tuning in to another stream. I got more stuff I can talk about on streams and share and rip. So, probably gonna be another one sooner than later, because I'm addicted, and I missed you all, and I missed streaming. Oops. So, yeah, I don't have a schedule or anything yet, but we'll figure something out. And also, we're gonna start, at some point, get on that 2004 retro news dive grind, get that going too. Because also I'm gonna be busy at the back half of September, and I want to get some stuff done before then, so it's not like being away for a while. Anyway, things are coming up. Stay tuned for them, and stay safe out there, especially with the fall coming. Watch out for them leaves, and like take care of yourself, because I'll get mad at you. Get mad if you don't. Knock. Knock. Who's there? 2. Who? No. It's 2.
Let them come.